Hello, welcome back to Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. Went ahead and finished off Crash 1, so now we're going to go ahead and take on Crash 2.
It's Crash Bandicoot 2! Cortex strikes back! Crystals, of course. No!
But Dr. Cortex, to reach full power, we need not only your master crystal, but also the remaining 25 slave crystals from the surface. How do you expect to retrieve them when we don't have any Earthbound operatives left?
You fool! Do you think I'm unaware of the situation? If we don't have any friends left on the surface, then we'll need to find an enemy.
Crash! 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 The battery is fried. Make yourself useful, big brother, and bring an extra battery for me.
Oh, story picks up 1 year later, if you can even call Crash Bandicoot a story, but we see the return of our hero. This time, though, we can actually do a slide. Do that by pushing circle and then moving in a direction, or using the R1. And this will actually cover a lot of distance. So it's a very good method. You can also kind of slide dash, giving yourself like a little angle. So it's really cool. A little upgrade in his movesets. And Crash 2 for me was the first Crash I ever played. It's a little bit more near and dear to my heart. So try to do this game justice and not run some game overs, but it's going to be the same setup as always. Pass and play with my spouse, and then we're going to do the normal routine of just kind of making it through the levels, collecting what we can as we go, but this will not be a full 100% playthrough.
Well. If it isn't Crash Bandicoot, welcome. I apologize for the crude means used to bring you here, but I'd rather expect a written invitation would have been turned down. I need your help. Surrounding you are a series of 5 doors. Through each door lies a well-hidden crystal. The crystals look like this. Bring me the crystals, Crash. That is all I will say for now. We will speak again.
I suck at some of these. No, I'm just trying to think of which ones. I try and think of them too and remember which ones they are. Oh, no.
He goes a lot faster in this one too. I think it's the speed of the plan that's kind of throwing us off.
Yeah.
That's something you felt that way. He hasn't felt. Like a bit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the slide jump and hit it while you're running. That's wrong. Got it.
They don't act the same as they used to. They used to go, chase you.
Go.
Thank you.
Well done, Crash. I knew I could rely on you. Now listen carefully. These holograms are hard to maintain. During the course of my intellectual pursuits, I have stumbled across a force that threatens to destroy the world. The crystals are the only means of containing it. The fate of the world is at stake. It is imperative, therefore, that you bring them to me.
Are you there, Crash? Crash! Crash! Are you there, Crash? You there, Crash?
The premise in this game is the same as anything else, but this time around we are actually trying to get crystals. The purple crystals are what you need in order to complete a level. So there's going to be 5 levels to each floor that we go through the entire game. This used to be a save point in the old game, but now we can just kind of save on the fly. So that's been taken out for the remake. And then it's just the same as always, collect the boxes and stuff like that. There will be special ways in order to get the the other crystals and stuff. Now, they took out the most annoying part of the old game was, not dying in a level in order to achieve a crystal. Now it's just been made a little bit easier to where you just kind of have to figure out what the actual triggers for it is. And then the little holy cross looking things, those are the time trials. We will not be doing any of those in this run. But the best part about this is that you get to choose any one of the levels. You just have to end up doing them all before you can get to the next floor and take on a boss. And you do that through the entire game. Each level is kind of named in a punish kind of way. So have fun reading those. But we'll go to Snow Go next. And I think Crash 2 has some of the best music out of the entire franchise. So that'll be our first instance of Nitro Boxes. Nitro Boxes explode upon impact. So they are the most deadly of all the boxes. And then in these ice levels, the ice is very hard to maneuver with. So you want to just take care to kind of avoid these. That was pretty cool. I thought it hit me. This game was very famous for making sure you check the back sides because you can't see anything here until you actually move the camera down. The green exclamation point boxes will explode all the nitro boxes in the level. These damn penguins, man. That's because when they're in their spin mode, they're invincible.
interesting. Well, Crash, know this. As long as you are allied with Cortex, you are my sworn enemy, and I will do anything in my power to stop you. If the fate of the world is truly your concern, you must gather the gems, not the crystals. If you obtain all 42 gems, I can use them to focus a laser. Ah, yes, a laser beam that will destroy Cortex and the space station he has created. Until then, I must use my forces to stop you from gathering crystals.
All the timer is that you have to make it to the end of the level in that amount of time so you get the special hidden gem.
Oh, right.
Your favorite. Where's the boost? One of them just got it.
Thank you. Watch me get eaten by the plant.
We've been eaten by those things before, especially during the time trials. They keep the enemies in there,
Oh yeah.
and then I get snapped up by one when I almost had a platinum trophy on that. I was like, "You kidding me right now?"
3 crystals. Not bad. I see you are getting the hang of it. I need to conserve power. I will communicate with you again after you retrieve the 5th crystal.
And those chat feature things that they do at the end of levels are not exclusive to this. Those used to actually happen way back on the PS1 as well. But they looked so jank back then. So I'm glad that they were able to redo all of that stuff. We'll just keep going. Which one did you do? Hang it? Oh, what an easy level, huh? Says that fall right out the pit. I wonder how far back I should go, huh? Oh no. Like, where was the cutoff? Oh, okay. Go grab the checkpoint before something bad happens. And then this is another case where you have to go back and do it again, but we're approaching it from the backside. Better to just take it slow. Take care of the enemies on your way, because if you know you got to go back, they will still be there, and it's a lot harder to see where they're at. Then I don't know if the tutorial covers this or not. I didn't really look at the screen, but you have to hit jump and then circle in order to do like a body slam. So that's another additional move they created in the Crash number 2 game. And then this is a bit of a challenge jump. So you kind of don't want to bounce on the 10 box crates here. Because if you do that, then you're only going to give yourself one more bounce before they actually crack. So this one, they're trying to tell you to use the middle one. Remember that you did that because when you go back, it's not going to have 5 bounces. It'll only have 1. Then when you crouch and you jump, you'll have a little bit higher of a bounce there. And then knowing that you only have 1 bounce on each of these crates. And now we only have 2 crates to get.
I'm not sure if this one's just a boulder one.
Yeah, this isn't the bear. That one's a different one.
Yeah, let's pick the boulder ones.
I forgot there's mines in this one.
Yeah, a little bit more crap.
Ah! Wrong button.
Shocked. And some of these rolly levels like this, there will be secrets if you actually backtrack when the boulders break planks. It won't be present in this one, but it'll be definitely in some other levels in the future. I don't think we had a boogly anyway. There's no loss of life when you do the bonus rounds, as always, so you just have to redo them. These are little speed boosts that can kind of throw you off a bit, but they're actually needed because the boulders will catch up to you. And the first few areas of the game are very easy. I mean, you see that all the boxes are kind of present, a lot more easier than Crash 1, where you were missing a bunch of boxes in the first level, so there's still a Metroidvania element to these Crash games, because in the first level we couldn't do anything with the blue gem just yet, because that's what we need to recover. And there we go. This is how you progress the boss room this time. So a returning character from the very first game, this is going to be a Ripperoo fight.
Oh, this one. Oh. Did I bounce on him?
That might be the next one.
Oh. Trying to run away.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. This one's open.
This is fun.
Yeah. Now, where did he go on this one?
You were kind of like, what happened?
Yeah.
Crash 2 bosses were treated more as bosses rather than like punishments from the first game. So there's a lot more fun variety in here. I think three and maybe 4 had better boss fights. 4 we'll kind of get to. That's a very subjective game for me. But once you're complete with all this, the game naturally will not tell you what to do back in this era. So just head up here and then go on it. And then, as usual with the other remake, you're also allowed to change into Coco.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to find...
And I'm almost 6,000% sure that they changed the voice actors for Coco from the original game. So definitely have to venture into that one and see if I'm correct. But yeah, it just doesn't sound the same from what I remember. And then again, this used to be the old save point, but we are long past that era. So now we just save on the fly. And then that was World 1, so Cortex dropped the bomb that there's only 20 crystals to gain, meaning that there's only 20 whole levels in the game. So you do the math there, we only got 4 layers that we have to go through. The early Crash games were very short. I think 3 was about the longest that they had until 4 came out. And then 4 takes that shit to an entirely different level with the time of it. So it should be another very quick series. We're just going to get through it. Just want to show these levels and, a couple of deaths there for just bad memorization and stuff like that, mostly to Ripperoo. The bosses do that kind of crap to you all the time, but for the levels, we were pretty on par with what we should have did right there. So thanks for watching, and we're going to continue into the next zone, the snow area.